Hi guys, I hope you're all well. So this is a very different setting to my usual videos, but I'm currently in Nigeria and I'm in my hotel room. Let me show you guys the view really quickly just before we move on with this video. So some of you guys already know I applied for a Ancestry DNA website. I think it was called Ancestry, dna.ancestry.co.uk, but don't quote me on that. I will put it in the description box so you guys can check it out. So I really wanted to film a video. I don't have time to film like a proper video and I don't have my usual camera with me, so this is just sort of a vlog style video with my sweaty face. Just before I get into the results and the rest of the video, I just wanted to tell you guys a bit of background about myself if you don't know me already, and just if you are new to my channel. From what I know, I am half Brazilian and half Lebanese. My mum is Lebanese and my dad is Brazilian. They both grew up and were born in those countries, and as far as I know, my mum is fully Lebanese with a bit of Syrian in her, and I've repeatedly asked her, like, do you have anything else in you, and she's always said no, she's fully Lebanese. And I know that there's a lot of Armenians in Lebanon. I used to ask her all the time, are you sure you don't have any Armenian in you? She's like, no, we're fully Lebanese and whatever. So I was like, cool. With my dad, on the other hand, I always knew he was mixed because he used to say that he's got Portuguese in him and stuff like that, but we didn't really know specifically. And I always really wanted to know where I was from, like what kind of background I'm from. I felt like there was more to it and I just needed to know more. So this morning, I've been in Nigeria for 2 days now. Well, it's almost going to be 2 days, and this morning I got an email from Ancestry DNA, and I'm about to pull up my results so I can go through them with you. I'm gonna show them to you as well, like this, so you guys can see that I'm not lying about anything or whatever. Before I show you the results as well, I've watched quite a lot of Ancestry DNA kind of videos of people reading out their results and stuff, and from watching other people's videos who have similar backgrounds as me, I kind of knew that I would have like Spanish, Portuguese. I knew that my dad would have European, some kind of European in him, which goes for the Spanish and Portuguese. I thought maybe there'd be a chance I had British and English in me. I thought maybe from my mum's side I could have Greek, and I thought there was a very small chance that I might have some kind of African country from my dad's side, because you can tell that from my dad's family there is African features and stuff like that. I also knew I'd have a huge percentage of Native American, which is basically native Brazilian. So that's kind of what I knew. Well, I thought I knew to begin with. Now, there's a few shockers with the results. There's a few things that I was a bit shocked about. There's one main thing I was shocked about, which I'm going to go through in a bit. But I'm going to go through the results in order of the biggest percentage. So I'm going to go for the biggest percentage first. And I knew my biggest percentage would have to be Middle Eastern because my mum's more fully one thing rather than my dad. So I got 43% West Asia. And with that, I have only 28% Middle Eastern. I thought I would have a lot more Middle Eastern because my mum is fully Arab, as she says, but clearly my mum is only half Arab, or just over half Arab. So it's 28 Middle East, and the main countries highlighted here are Syria, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Lebanon. So interesting that I would have Saudi Arabian in me. I'm not sure if I actually do have Saudi Arabian in me because this is quite vague. It tells you like regions in Asia, but it doesn't really tell you specific countries. So these are the countries that have been highlighted for me. As you can see, Saudi Arabia has been highlighted, Syria, Iraq, parts of Iran as well. And then I have 15% Caucasus. I don't know how to pronounce that word, but basically Caucasian, some kind of Caucasian from Asia. And guess what the top thing on that list is? Armenia. And I told my mum, listen, I asked her beforehand, like, are we Armenian? Are you sure you don't have any Armenian lineage? She's like, no, we don't. But clearly this speaks otherwise. And we've got Iran here as well, which is interesting, but not completely shocking. Now, this altogether is 43%. So clearly my mum has a percentage of some of the other stuff that I'm about to say, because obviously none of these are from my dad for obvious reasons, but this is interesting because my mum's not completely Arab, which is not something I ever knew, and I never thought it would be possible. So now we're gonna go to Europe. I'm 38% European, and the first percentage, which I think this is a combination of my mum and dad. That's the adhan in the background. First of all, it says here 18% Italy and Greece. Now, I'm pretty sure the Greece is from my mum's side. I'm thinking Italy is from my dad's side because because obviously that percentage, 18%, is not going to be all from my mum. So I'm pretty sure there's something there from my dad. And then I'm 15% Iberian Peninsula. Now, the Iberian Peninsula is basically Spain and Portugal. That's basically where it is. And here, the main things I highlighted here is Spain and Portugal. That is completely expected, even though I did think I would have a high percentage, but completely expected. Now, this is the really interesting percentage. I am 14% African, which is really interesting to me. And the names of the countries listed here are quite interesting as well. Here's that's what it says. So I'm 4% Africa North. So North Africa, so that's like Algeria, Morocco. Algeria and Morocco are the main ones highlighted here, which is interesting. I'm not sure if that's from my mum or my dad's side, but I'm guessing it's from my dad's side. I've got Benin and Togo, Ivory Coast and Ghana, Africa Southeastern Bantu, Cameroon, Congo. I've got Nigeria here. I've got Africa South Central hunter-gatherers. I don't know who they are. I think it's just Central Africa, basically. I didn't expect there to be so many different countries as well. I thought maybe there'd be one or two, but I didn't think it was gonna be this whole list. Is it raining?
Yep.
It's raining, yeah. It's raining a lot.
How did you know?
I could hear it. Now here's the shocker that really shocked me. I'm 5% Native American. 5%. I thought I'd be like at least 15%, at least 15 or 10%, but clearly I'm not very native to America, so I'm not really very originally like Brazilian. So most of my background is from the colonial sides of what's happened to Brazil. I'm basically from every continent except for Russia and Australasia. So that's very interesting. I'm very interested with the results. I think they make a lot of sense to me. But now I'm really interested to know who my ancestors are and how they came about. But yeah, this video is really weirdly recorded and I keep looking at the viewfinder because this camera is really distracting. But I hope you enjoyed this video. As I said, very interesting results. I feel like I want to search more into everything. I want to know what tribes I'm from. I want to know how it all came about, and yeah, I'm really interested in this kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna stop the video here. Give this video a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.